camera circling high above American Airlines Arena on this beautiful night, giving you a terrific view of our location here in Miami. It's the Lakers, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. We're all set to bring you NBA action. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, guys, the Heat has a hard-nosed ethic that stays constant even as the roster changes. Coach Eric Spoelstra said it's a relentless competitiveness to do whatever it takes to win. You have to develop that mentality. This is and forever will be who we are. There will always be blanks in this Miami Heat jersey. I'll let you fill in the blanks, Kevin.
They don't back down, David. Thank you. And these teams are good at grinding it out in the half-court sets. Brent, what type of player flourishes when the game slows down like it is now?
When you have a guy, Kevin, who can break down his primary defender at any point in a half-court set, that's when you're in trouble defensively. He's looking beyond the first defender and ready to set up the next play.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Clarkson and Ingram fill out the wings. Ozgov is out there with Dang, and it's Russell in at the point guard. Now here's Dragic, and it's Dang with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Ingram wide open, and it's Miami with the rebound. There's Winslow. Dragic kicks to Winslow, and it's off from three-point range. On defense, Miami. Clarkson passes to Russell. Stolen by Winslow. Here's Waiters. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
Well, he wants to score. If someone cuts off Waiters' drive, he has that pull-up jumper to add to.
Here's Clarkson. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Really led his teammate there. Never once did he have to break his stride or momentum.
Outside, Dragic. The feed to Bosch. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Think back to the first couple years of Chris Bosh coming out of Georgia Tech into the NBA and how thin and slight he was, and people wanting him to pack on pounds. All he did was pack on points, Kevin. They all saw his future as a back-to-the-basket big man. That's not what he has become, and he's become an all-star level, maybe even a Hall of Fame caliber player at the power forward position.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Waiters up top. Shoots the three. Kept alive. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Clarkson kicks to Russell. Dang with the screen for Russell. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer. Russell's got 5.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Bosch kicks to Waiters. They need this. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Russell dishes to Ingram. Back to Russell. Clock at 6. Pass to Dang. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Lakers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Two shots.
That's good from Dang. And a new group getting ready for Miami. James Johnson's checked in for Bosch. Williams comes in for Justice Winslow. Josh Richardson's checked in for Dion Waiters. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Julius Randle's checked in for Mozgov. Nance comes in for Ingram. Lou Williams is checked in for Clarkson. And it's Calderon in for D'Angelo Russell. Both free throws good from Luol Deng. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Johnson outside. Williams, a screen on Calderon. It's tipped. It's stolen by Deng. And here we go. Fast break. Calderon's got it. And the shot goes in. Calderon's got his first basket of the night.
Well, when you're on the short end of the NBA height spectrum, you need to have the type of floater that Calderon has.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Lakers lead by 7. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream.
I was obsessed with the NBA as a kid, and just like I would have died to get in that locker room, you know. So I always have a moment just sitting around and, you know, just not taking things for granted and really taking everything in. And, you know, I couldn't have written the script any better.
What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help, Greg, but love for his attitude and ability to be, you know, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
That's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
sure,
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Yeah, I just really love that they're playing with their hearts tonight, contesting shots, making their opponent work for every point.
Derek Williams is out there with Johnson. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Johnson in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's what Miami's going with right now. Chris Bosh is checked in for Whiteside. Justice Winslow comes in for Johnson. And Ellington is subbed in for Josh Richardson. Williams with a clean look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Heat trail by 5. And a look here at the 10th overall pick from the 2015 draft in Justice Winslow out of Duke. Slipped a bit on draft day, which came as a surprise to some, Brent.
Well, if you remember, Kevin, during that draft, the Boston Celtics tried to trade several picks to move up and get Winslow, but the general manager of the Miami Heat said not so fast. We'll take him here. And when you watch him play, it's clear that he has an incredible impact on the floor defensively. A lot of teams have passed up on him, already kicking themselves.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Tyler Johnson. And the Lakers also making a change. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Lou Williams.
I think Winslow takes a lot of pride in getting himself to the free throw line, understands his body and size, and he will continue to improve upon that over time.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the 10th pick in the draft can sometimes be a diamond in the rough. You remember Paul Pierce went to the Celtics many years ago with the 10th pick, and Justice Winslow fell to the Heat with the 10th pick a couple of years ago. From day one, Winslow has proven to be on the elite side of defenders in the league. Eric Spoelstra told us he plays with a veteran poise, but also with a youthful intensity, particularly on the defensive end. Kevin, he's been a great fit in Miami.
He just makes winning plays, D.A. Thank you.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better.
Good on the second free throw. You see a lot of teams looking to go up tempo, but you've got to have the personnel, Brent, to do it.
And we see some coaches who get really frustrated with teams who don't do it all that well, Kevin. You got to have the right guys who understand what a good shot is in the first 6 seconds of the offense, and then the secondary attack, setting up a half-court defense and taking advantage of mismatches.
Clock at 4. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. Misses off the right iron.
He looked like he was in rhythm to shoot that one, guys, especially as open as he was. Just clanged it.
That's good from Randall on the assist by Russell.
Ooh, good eyes. Found the open man and delivered an accurate pass.
Picked by Williams. Ellington the pass to Dragic. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's Randall, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And after his rookie year, it ended with an injury right out of the opening gate. It was great to finally see Julius Randle on the court last season.
Yeah, and when he's focused, guys, he can be a game changer. I mean, loves to attack off the dribble from the elbows, terrific spin move in traffic. And what may be most impressive about his game at this point is his relentlessness as a rebounder.
And he knocks down the first one. A different look for Miami. Johnson, he's checked in for Derek Williams. Dion Waiters comes in for Justice Winslow. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Wayne Ellington. The Lakers also changing it up. Larry Nance is checked in for Gian Leon. Dang comes in for Ingram. And it's Calderon in for D'Angelo Russell. Both free throws good from Randall.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
There's 45 seconds left here in the second. Bosch, the screen. Feeds it to Dragic. Fires from deep. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Well, he did not think twice. Firing away, Dragic knocks down and sinks the 3 ball.
Clarkson kicks to Dang. And the layup is good.
Beautiful setup. Put that pass right where it needed to be.
The Heat trail by 5. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Raiders against Dang. Takes the 13-footer, and it's blocked by Dang. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Dang. Both teams will make substitutions. Johnson dishes to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Heat moving the ball around. Tries a 3. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Johnson. Calderon. That shot off. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Lakers ahead. They lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, what has to happen differently on defense in the second half?
Well, a little bit more activity. And we just have to be committed to what we do. Our identity to be aggressive, but more consistent with it.
Spo, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you've enjoyed our first half of action. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you back. Shaquille O'Neal is right there. Kenny the Jet Smith is right there. It was all about the Lakers as the game got going. Amped up and ready off the tip, they immediately went on an 11-4 run. By the end of the first quarter, their lead was 7. In the second period, they lost some momentum, but fought their way through it, ending the half ahead by 2. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
I was super impressed with their shot selection. I think that was part of the strategy coming in. They wanted to be patient with the basketball, move it around, and get high percentage looks. Obviously, that's going to be big.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Well, they had a hard time scoring inside. In fact, their offense was run almost exclusively along the perimeter. A lot of jumpers. That's too predictable. You got to mix it up.
– It is just about time now for the third quarter to begin. After the final buzzer sounds, the three of us will still be sitting here talking to you.
Actually, it's 4 people.
We return now to Miami, where you can see all the action happening on Ocean Drive, right on the beachfront. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You look at D'Angelo Russell, what a contribution.
And what he gives his team, guys, is an edge. He just lights up an arena when he gets it going, and in that first half, young fella had it going.
Yeah, and I think the D had a hand in that. They let him get that confidence going very hard to ice him down once he gets this warm.
Miami trailing. Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Russell and Clarkson are the young backcourt pair. Dang out there with Ingram. And it's Mozgov in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Dang against Bosch. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Hard to believe that Hassan Whiteside wasn't even in the NBA a few seasons ago, Brent. Took some time off, but what a find he has been since coming back into the league.
Well, it's been nice to see him re-engage and maybe turn around his attitude and work ethic and maybe wanting this at his size. You have to give credit to Whiteside for not giving up on himself and putting some of that work in to become the player he is right now.
Free throw, good, Whiteside.
I mean, there's no doubt that every offense thinks about Hassan Whiteside and what he can do to you on the defensive end of the floor. He bothers so many shots with his height and his length. His timing to go up and swat shots away is just unprecedented. Nice to have a big man in the league that does things like that on that end of the floor.
And thinking again on Whiteside, Brent, that is what sticks out to me. His ability to time up blocks with his height is something you very rarely see.
Well, the one thing, Kevin, he does so well is the long arms. He keeps them down and then extends them as quick as possible to get to the ball. And I think that offensive players don't realize he's got a chance to get to him. That's why he's one of the league leaders in block shots.
Here's Bosch. He doesn't hit that one. Nice D from Dang. The Lakers in the lead. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Russell. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Russell's got 7 points in the game.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
To the inside. Ingram with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. They grab their own miss. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Goran Dragic. You know, it's apparent there what a leader he is. Always communicating it and keeping everyone on the floor in sync.
And, Kevin, that's such a good point. You know, it doesn't always show up in the box score, but those leadership qualities of his are just as valuable to this team as anything else that he does.
First one falls for him. Been a lot of debate back and forth about the intentional fouling of poor free throw shooters. We've talked about this before, but it seems like, Brent, we saw it more than ever over the last year and a half, last 2 seasons.
Again, I think the league is going to take a long look at some of the things they can do to alter the intentional foul rule towards the end of the games. Been a lot of talk about the international way, where it's always a technical foul, and that may help out the league and discourage coaches from slowing down the game. But it's up to the commissioner's office to explore it, and we'll see what they can come up with.
Of course, you always like coaches to use strategy. It does force them to use strategy because it affects the numbers and rate. teams will be played.
Look, Kevin, every single coach that talks about the intentional foul rule says that they don't like to do it, but if it's well within their rules to get a possession where they can put a poor foul shooter at the free throw line, stop some kind of offensive momentum, and make sure they dictate tempo by fouling a player on the floor, as long as it's available to them, they're going to use it.
The shot by Yee, no good. The Heat trail by 5. Winslow, wide open. He fires off target from three-point range. Fires from deep. Los Angeles with another miss. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside, Dragic. He feeds it to Whiteside. Connects on the 17-footer. Whiteside's got 6 points.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
And this is where genetics may come into play, using that height, especially to get off the mid-range jumper.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Clarkson kicks to Randall. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. He has 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And here's Dragic. Right side, Bosch. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic.
Just impossible to guard Chris Bosh when he releases it that quick as soon as he gets it.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Lakers lead by 3. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
We got to get to defending them, and we got to get attacks. Attacks in the paint without turning it over. Best way to do it is to trust each other right now.
And Eric Spoelstra asking his guys to be both aggressive and efficient. Tall order.
Yeah, and sometimes when the aggressiveness goes up, the efficiency goes down, and vice versa. They're just going to have to walk that line and find a good balance between the two.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Johnson is out there with Dion Waiters. Then there's Whiteside. Then there's Richardson. And it's Johnson in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. He dishes it to Waiters. 9 feet out. Yep, that one goes.
Some people feel Waiters takes too many contested jumpers, and that lowers his field goal percentage, but he nails that one.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by Whiteside. Lets it fly. Waiters no luck. Lakers leading by 3. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Baseline jumper, and there's Dang. That's good on the assist by Williams.
Well, that's one of his best attributes. Is his passes hit guys in stride.
Here's Waiters. He's off on that one, so the Lakers will take it the other way. Nance against Johnson. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And it's a 7-point Laker lead.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Whiteside a screen. Waiters passes to Whiteside. Richardson kicks to Johnson. Buries it from three-point range. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Now here's Dang. There's the 3. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound.
Sometimes when you're that wide open, you start to overthink it, and it looks like that's what he did there.
And Waiters kicks to Johnson. It's stolen by Dang. Fast break, the Lakers. Dang with the ball. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And some changes here for the Heat. Chris Bosh is checked in for Johnson. Justice Winslow comes in for Josh Richardson, and it's Dragic in for Johnson. The Lakers also changing it up. Ingram, he's checked in for Nance. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Lou Williams. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Jose Calderon. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line. It's going to be tough for him here, but maybe, just maybe, it's not over yet.
Wishful thinking. I think it's a little bit too late. It's going to take a miracle now. You can't fault him for taking the open look, guys. Just didn't go in for him, but you know, he'll look to shoot that one again.
Picked by Mozgov. Russell dishes to Clarkson. Mozgov a screen on Waiters. That one may be a little beyond his comfort zone, but he made it count. And the Lakers lead by 9. And the Heat call time here. They trail by 9. There's 39 seconds left to play in the final quarter. In for the Heat. James Johnson's checked in for Whiteside. Derek Williams comes in for Justice Winslow. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Dion Waiters. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. E.G. and Lee, and he's checked in for Mozgov. Nance comes in for Luol Deng. Williams, he's checked in for Clarkson. And it's Calderon in for Russell. And that's a foul on Gian Leon. That is his first foul of the game. And the Heat call time here. They're trailing by 9. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
I mean, it's iffy that there's enough time to even get a quick shot and a foul.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the Lakers have possession. Calderon passes to Ingram. Dishes to E. Nance a screen. E kicks to Calderon. Pass to Ingram. Lets it go with a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. And now it's a 12-point Los Angeles lead. Outside Bosh. Shot to stop the run. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Hard to corral Chris Bosh given his length. It's a little bit sneaky, and he knows how to exploit defenses when given the chance.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Bosh. 11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Now Calderon. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
The 2K Sports Postgame Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, as we present Luol Deng. As so often is the case, he was the straw that stirred up the passion, the confidence, the closing ability that we saw from his team tonight.
Luol Deng is one of the most consistent players in the league in the last 5 or 6 years. But tonight, he was more than that. He was tremendous. Big play after big play. His perimeter D was also strong. Great output by Luol Deng.
Listen, Ernie, I don't know if the opposing fans got him riled up or what, but he was out for blood tonight. Shaquille O'Neal, man, he had intensity at his all-time high. He looked like a different player than we're used to seeing.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.